Nice way to begin the road swing. Nice victory last night. What are your thoughts about the game versus Las Vegas?
Well, I mean, I think the game kind of had ebbs and flows, and I thought there were stretches in the game where we were really good, and stretches where we, definitely weren't as good. I think we started out struggling a little bit when they would ice us defensively, and so, really getting us how to understand how to run our offense, when teams are going to ice us. And, over the course of the game, we got better at that. We obviously played to our advantages. Tiffany and Angel were obvious advantages for us, and at times, we moved the ball well, and got to 19 assists, which I was proud of. We didn't exactly end it, how I would have wanted, but, any win on the road in this league is a good win. We feel like with this stretch in front of us with 5 true road games with 1 at home, and, even that one home game, we get off the road at 6 o'clock at night, turn around and play at 11:30 the next morning.
Right.
It's going to feel like a road win.
Yeah.
It's going to feel like a road game. So it's almost like we're looking at this stretch as a 6-game road swing, and, we've just kind of got to go game to game and be road warriors.
I thought one of the things when I was looking at the game yesterday, it looks like the duo of Tip and Angel kind of understood that they need to take the reins and pull this team forward against this team. Did you see the same thing, or was that something that you asked for them to do in the game last night?
Well, I think it was, I think it was 2 things. I think we clearly had an advantage, and not saying we don't in every game with them, but I think in this game it was a clear advantage. Nick Brock is a great player. I think, guarding Tiffany's explosiveness was really tough for her, though. And then, Angel's advantage over, the rookie and Nard as well as T. Young. But we just kept going back to them. Pretty much we went through a spell where we really ran the same play side to side over and over again and said, until they stop it or until we don't get a good shot out of it,
right,
we're just going to keep going to it, And so, sometimes there's a simplicity in coaching that says we're going to just keep doing the same thing until they can stop it.
Right.
And, I felt like they couldn't do that, and when we turn people over, we get in transition pretty quickly, and that's obviously when we're at our best. But with those guys sharing the ball, Angel had 6 assists yesterday. Tiffany had 4.
Yeah.
I mean, that's huge for us.
Yeah, and Angel also, she was 9 rebounds as well. So she was had an all-around game yesterday.
She had a great game. And I think it helps when she can guard someone, young, not a, prolific three-point shooter.
Right.
Which keeps her a little closer, to the defensive glass.
Right.
When you're chasing shooters around the perimeter, or having to stay a little more attached to people, it's a little different. So, yeah, there was no doubt that she got on the glass.
Coach, you get a chance to see all the great talent in the world, and you get to play against them. Last night you got to see the number 1 draft pick. What were your thoughts on Aja last night, and what's she going to mean to the WNBA going forward?
Yeah, she's special. And, right away they're, playing through her on almost every possession. So that's like a heavy load, for her. And I felt like, she was 6 for 18 against us. So I thought for the most part we did a good job. I know she got 20. She's been shooting 10 free throws a game in this league, which is kind of where she cleans up. We gave her a layup early in transition off a long rebound, and she got an offensive rebound for their first 2 baskets. Other than that, we made her work. I think if she continues to really develop that 15 to 17 footer, she's going to be really hard to guard. She's so long, and when you touch the ball as much as that she's touching it right now, there's no doubt she's going to continue to get better, because she's going to have to as people take away, her right shoulder because she wants to get to that left hand. If she starts to, add some counter actions, she's going to be really, really special.
And I don't want to not get our first round pick. I always say when Monique gets out there, it looks like she's the Energizer Bunny, and she comes out and do certain things, and just her energy alone is very apparent when she steps on the court. And I saw that yesterday. What are your thoughts about Monique again, giving her more minutes and time?
It's tough to be a rookie in this league. There's no doubt, and in some situations where rookies are thrust into lots of playing time and, teams sink or swim with them. You look at, Kelsey Mitchell's success in Indiana, but they're 0-7, but they played their rookies a whole lot, Vivians and Mavunga with Candace Dupree out. Monique's in a different situation, and it doesn't mean she's not as good as those guys. It just means she's in a totally different situation in terms of playing time. And, I talked to her in the airport on the way here to Vegas and just said, stay ready. What I need to know is that, when I give you opportunity, that you're prepared to seize the moment, and you don't have to be perfect. But if you play within yourself and you rebound and you rim run and you guard and you have an attention to detail, the tough part is there's no doubt you're going to have a shorter leash, because that's just the way it works. But, that doesn't mean the things that you're good at right now can't help us be successful. And I thought she did those things. She grabbed 5 rebounds.
Right.
She was active, didn't score, and I think she can score at times. But, I think she'll figure it out. She'll figure it out as she goes. And, it's a tough year in some ways because with so little practice time, you don't, in her situation, get tons of, repetitions in practice to keep getting better at the things that, you maybe need to get more playing time.
Yeah.
But, I'm really happy with her. I told her that, we're really excited she's on our roster and, the sky's the limit for her, and she's just got to be patient, and make the most of the opportunities she gets.
Yeah. I got 2 more questions, Coach. Winning the last 3 or 4 looks like your team. We've talked to you about not playing in the 70s and getting it up in points a little bit. What's one of the things you've noticed about your team in winning these last 3 out of the 4 games for your team, for the Dream?
Well, I think we won them all a little differently, but I think they're trusting each other. I think they're starting to challenge each other when they turn down shots that they know their teammates are good at.
Right.
We'll turn down a good shot to get a great shot, but we don't want to turn down a really good shot, to force it inside or to force action.
Right.
Especially when it's shots that we have players that are really good at. So, I think they're just kind of learning. It's helped getting Dee going a little bit. We're getting a little offense off the bench from Dantas, which is really important for us to get a little bench production, especially in the post. And so, I don't think there's been any one thing, but I do think what this team has learned to do is take pride in their defense. I really do. I think they've realized that whether we're making shots or missing shots, that we can be really outstanding defensively and keep ourselves in games. And then, when we're making shots and stretching the floor and getting, open threes for the right people, that then we're really hard to guard as well. And so, we certainly are a work in progress and, looking forward to Seattle and knowing, what an offensive machine they are right now. It's certainly going to challenge our defense, but I think they've embraced the defensive identity.
Yeah. And last question, Coach, we've all kind of identified this swing on the calendar since we first saw it. You're in the midst of it now. You're going to Seattle. You're in Seattle now. You don't have time to really practice. You got to wind down, protect the players. What's some of the things you're trying to do? Because, like you said, Seattle is a scoring machine. They have, going on. What are some of the things you're trying to do between now and the game to get your team prepared for the game against Seattle?
Well, I think this team's got to really understand film study. I think that, our attention to detail is super high. I'm learning. I'm always going to be an over-scouter. But finding ways to scout and simplify at the same time. So it comes down to, you watch other people who had success against them. How did they have success against them? Do we have to switch Stewie? If we switch Stewie, do we have to get stopped to the rim automatically? You kind of start to really try to teach your team how you think and why you make the decisions you make, and that you can't necessarily switch all game long, but you kind of got to pick your poison with them, and knowing that Lloyd and Stewart take and make 50% of their shots and points, you certainly have to load up the box on them and make their shots contested. And then where Seattle gets crazy good is when all of a sudden they have a third and fourth score. When
Right.
Bird's going to set people up and do her thing. But it's when Howard goes off on you as well. Or the last game, Clark had 17.
Right.
And LA couldn't guard her, and she's someone that, some games will have 4 points and just, be that defensive stopper for them. So it's kind of containing and keeping them from getting a third score or letting their bench go wild from the arc on you because Whitcomb and Escada Lewis are such good three-point shooters. So, some of it is knowing your personnel. Some of it is, simplifying the game plan to how are we going to guard step-ups or how are we going to guard certain actions as opposed to thinking we're going to know their whole playbook in one day. We're all in that same situation. They might have had one extra day to prepare for us, or maybe they took a day off after LA. It's hard to say.
Right.
But it's just everybody's got these stretches this year, and you have to believe that you can go on the road and win and steal one, and so that's kind of your mentality of, let's steal this one, and then you just kind of move on from there.
All right. Well, Coach, we're over the 500 mark, which is a good point now. So I just want to thank you for your time, and good luck on the game tomorrow, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.